Good day everyone, this is Jamie Gulugaban from the College of Mechanical Engineering and I am your reporter for today's session. We will be tackled or discussing about the laws to prevent cyberbullying under Article number 2, Chapter 9 entitled ICT and Social Media, which align with the topic the impact of social media. So let's now begin our discussion. I know that a lot of us are familiar about the word cyberbullying. So cyberbullying refers to the act of using digital communication tools to intimidate, harass, or humiliate others. It involves repeated and deliberated online behavior that causes harm, distress, or fear to the victim. So yon, when we say cyberbullying, it is a bullying happens in social media, like in Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or anything, any platform in social media. So this is to intimidate or harass or humiliate others. It also involves repeated and deliberate online behavior that causes harm, distress, or fear to the victims, as I said earlier. And then cyberbullying can manifest through various forms, including text messages like sending threatening, insulting, or harassing message to the victim through text messaging. The second one is social media posts. Example is posting offensive, humiliating, or damaging content about the victim on social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and etc. Another can be called cyberbullying is through online chat. By engaging in bullying, harassment, or intimidating during online chat session, whether in private or public forums, can be called cyberbullying. Another is dissemination of private or sensitive information, like sharing the victim's private or sensitive information such as personal photos or confidential details without their consent, is called an cyberbullying. Yon. So, cyberbullying can have a significant impact of the victim, causing emotional distress, fear, and in some cases, even physical harm. The anonymity anonymity and the reach of digital communication tools can amplify the effects of cyberbullying, making it a serious issue that requires attention and intervention. Also, cyberbullying has become an increasingly prevalent issue in recent years and even in the present time, as technology and social media have become ubiquitous in our daily lives. Cyberbullying can take many forms, like I said earlier, such as sending abusive message, posting embarrassing content online, or excluding someone from digital social groups. This type of harassment can be severe psychological impacts on victims, leading to depression, anxiety, and even suicidal ideation in some cases. To address this growing problem, many governments around the world have implemented laws and regulations aimed at preventing and punishing cyberbullying. So this report will examine some of the key legislative efforts to combat cyberbullying. One of these is the laws implemented by United States. In the United States, there's no single federal law. What do you mean by federal law? It is a law of a system of rules that a society or government develops in order to deal with crime, business agreement, and social relationships. You can also use the law to refer to the people who work in this system. So, yon. Again, in United States, there is no single federal law that is specifically addressing cyberbullying. However, there are several laws that can be applied to cases of online harassment and bullying. First is the harassment laws. Many states have laws that prohibit harassment, including cyberbullying, and impose criminal penalties for violations. The second one is anti-bullying laws. As of 2023, 50 out of 50 U.S. states have laws requiring schools to implement anti-bullying policies, which often include provision for addressing cyberbullying. The third one is privacy and defamation laws. These victims of cyberbullying may be able to pursue civil legal action for violation for their privacy or for defamation of character. Additionally, the federal government has taken steps to provide guidance and resources to school, parents, and students on how to prevent and respond to cyberbullying. So that is the law implemented by United States. The second one is the European Union laws. The European Union has also taken measures to address cyberbullying through legislation. First is General Data Protection Regulation or GDPR. These European Union-wide laws gives individuals more control over their personal data and imposes strict requirements on how organizations can collect and use that data. It can be used to hold online platforms accountable for failing to protect users from cyberbullying. The second one is the Audiovisual Media Services Directive. This directive requires European Union member states to have laws in place to protect minors from harmful content, including cyberbullying on video sharing platforms. Yan. The third one is the Draft Digital Service Act. This proposed European Union regulation would require large online platforms to have robust system in place to identify, address, and remove illegal content, including cyberbullying. And also, individual European Union member states have also enacted their own laws and policies to combat cyberbullying, often with a focus on mandating digital safety and education and empowering schools to respond to incidents. So that's the laws implemented by the European Union. Also, Australia also implemented laws to prevent cyberbullying. Australia are yet to develop a law directly combating cyberbullying, but most forms of cyberbullying can be prosecuted under one of the following punishable crimes, like stalking, harassment, unauthorized access, defamation. If someone is encouraging or pressuring someone to commit suicide, it is a very serious breach of Australian law and the perpetrator can face up to life in prison. So, yon. Indian country also implemented laws to prevent cyberbullying. Although India is yet to develop laws in regards to cyberbullying and other forms of online abuse, they do have S.66A of the Information Technology Act, in which the offender will receive punishment for sending offensive, annoying, or abusive messages to others through the use of internet. And then also, Ireland also implemented laws to prevent cyberbullying. So, yon. Ireland has developed some new laws to combat cybercrime. Cyberbullying is punishable under the following laws. First is intentional victim shaming. This law includes the sharing or distributing of sexual, explicit, or intimate images of another person without their permission to do so. like posting intimate images or videos known as upskirting or down blousing. And lastly, of course, Philippines also implemented laws to prevent cyberbullying. The digital age has presented both opportunities and challenges in the realm of free speech and personal reputation. While social media platforms can be used to spread awareness about social issues, they can also be exploited for harmful activities like cyberbullying. Philippine law addresses this concern through various statutes, including the Anti-Bullying Act of 2013 or Republic Act number 10627. This law aims to prevent bullying in schools and communities by implementing policies and programs to address and eliminate bullying behavior. So, which means that the law defines bullying as severe or repeated use of written, verbal, electronic, physical expression, or gesture that cause physical or emotional harm, create a hostile environment, infringe on rights, or disrupt the educational process. Also, this law applies to all elementary and secondary school, both public and private, covering incidents on school premises during school-related activities or through the use of electronic equipment. So, schools are mandated to adopt comprehensive anti-bullying policies, including procedures for reporting, investigation or intervention, and support for victims. And also, school must establish mechanisms to address bullying, such as forming disciplinary committees, providing counseling, and collaboration with law enforcement. And then for the punishment for perpetrators, it is depending on the severity. The law provides for disciplinary action against bullies, including suspension, expulsions, or referral to the authorities. So, yon an Anti-Bullying Act of 2013. The second act implemented of Philippines is the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012 or Republic Act number 10175. These acts includes provision that penalize cyberbullying. It defines broadly as acts of using information and communication technologies to intimidate, harass, or cause emotional distress. The law covers a wide range of online behaviors, from posting defamatory statements to uploading unauthorized both photos or videos. However, the boundary between cyberbullying and lawful expression can sometimes blur, especially when it comes to posting content aimed to public awareness or social justice. While the intent may be noble, such actions can sometimes inadvertently lead to defamation, libel, or even invasion of privacy. The Philippines jurisprudence on a level is considered an offense if an individual posts false accusation that harm the reputation of another person. Additionally, another act that implemented of Philippines is the Republic Act number 7610, also known as the Special Protection of Children Against Abuse, Exploitation, and Discrimination Acts. So, these acts, when falsely accusing someone of being pedophile is a person or an adult who is sexually attracted to a young children. Yon can be considered defamation and can expose the accuser to criminal and civil liabilities, including imprisonment and monetary damages. That said, public interest and truth are generally considered valid defenses against defamation. If the accusation is proven true and is of legitimate concern to the public, the individual making the post could potentially be absolved of legal liabilities. However, such defenses need to be robustly substantiated, often requiring strong evidence and legal arguments. Given the serious legal implications, it's crucial to exercise caution when posting sensitive or potentially defamatory material online. If you believe that a person is engaged in legal activities such as pedophilia, the appropriate course of action is generally to report it to authorities for proper investigation, rather than taking matters into your own hands on social media. Law enforcement agencies have the necessary tools and mandate to validate such serious accusations and can undertake legal procedures to hold the perpetrator accountable. The discourse surrounding cyberbullying in the Philippines is continually evolving. Legal remedies exist to protect individuals from online harassment, but they also serve as a cautionary framework for those who may unintentionally engage in cyberbullying while pursuing what they believe to be just causes. Consulting with legal professionals is advised to navigate the complexity of this issue responsibly and effectively. And those are the laws that implemented by the government of the Philippines. And otherwise, here are the protective measures to prevent cyberbullying. First is the education and awareness. Educational institutions should integrate cyberbullying awareness programs into their curriculum, and parents, teachers, and guardians must educate children about responsible online behavior, digital citizenship, and the potential consequences of cyberbullying. The second is the reporting and support system. Victims of cyberbullying should be encouraged to report incidents to relevant authorities such as school administrators or law enforcement agencies, and it should establish confidential reporting channels and support systems to assist victims in seeking help and guidance. The third one is the collaboration with online platforms. Social media platforms and online service providers should enforce strict community guidelines that explicitly prohibit cyberbullying, and then implement reporting mechanism and content moderation system to swiftly address and remove offensive or harmful content, and then encourage the development of technological solution that can detect and prevent cyberbullying. The last one is the legal enforcement. Law enforcement agencies should be adequately trained and equipped to investigate and prosecute cyberbullying cases. Strengthen cooperation between law enforcement, educational institution, and online platform to ensure effective enforcement of cyberbullying laws. And then establish clear procedure for reporting cyberbullying incidents, collecting evidence, and providing support to victims during legal proceedings. Cyberbullying throughout the world is a pressing concern that requires collaborative efforts from various stakeholders, including parents, educators, lawmakers, and online platforms. By raising awareness, implementing proactive measures, and enforcing existing laws, we can mitigate the impact of cyberbullying and create a safer digital space for all individuals. Together, we can empower victims, hold perpetrators accountable, and foster a culture of respect, empathy, and responsible online behavior. And then, while there is still work to be done, the legislative efforts discussed in this report demonstrate that governments around the world are taking issue of cyberbullying seriously and are committed to protecting citizens, especially vulnerable young people, from this harmful behavior. As technology continues to evolve, it will be important for policymakers to remain vigilant and adapt their approaches to ensure that the law keeps pace with the changing landscape of online harassment. And that's all for this discussion. I hope everyone gained knowledge about this and praying for safe and peaceful in using social media. And also praying na hindi tayo may-experience, hindi natin may-experience ang cyberbullying. Yun. Thank you.